You are listening to the 79 West podcast series, recorded in Pittsboro, North Carolina. We hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, my name is Jenna Dunning. I am the marketing director with 79 West, and I'm also going to be hosting the WEBB Remedy podcast today. This podcast is where we showcase the stories, missions, and visions of the businesses and entrepreneurs served through WEBB services. Now, I am here today with Rinny Orr. She is the co-founder of WEBB. And Rinny, you want to tell us a little bit about what we're going to be talking about today, and maybe tell us a little bit about WEBB?
Sure, that's the plan. We are here because we are having an event on August 15th. It's called Taste of WEBB, and WEBB works with primarily Black and Brown entrepreneurs here in Chatham and surrounding counties. To help them, we have coaching and classes and coursework and marketing and different kinds of programs and connections to networks and opportunities that we share with our entrepreneurs that come into our program. And this event is going to be showcasing those businesses, the talent, the accomplishments of these entrepreneurs.
Yeah. Well, this is so exciting. Speaking of those courses, I recently took one of those marketing courses with you, and I just want to take a second and say how much fun it was and how much I learned, and just what an overall great experience it was to meet people from different walks of life and just share a common passion for growing our businesses. So, WEBB has done a lot of great stuff, and I'm just so excited to see what's next. And this event is clearly what is next. So I'm going to jump right in. And you told us a little bit about the overview of the event. Again, the event's name is Taste of WEBB. This is happening on August 15th. Thank you very much. I wanted to say 13. Lucky number.
Here at 79 West.
Yes. So we're going to be hosting it for you guys, and we are absolutely pumped to have y'all here on the 15th. And at what time does that event start?
It starts at 5:30. There will be a networking time for people to mingle, to meet the entrepreneurs. We will have some of the most fantastic desserts and food that our entrepreneurs are bringing to this event. We will have music with Laron Lee. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He is a WEBB entrepreneur, a counselor. He works with families and kids. But on the side, he's a musician. And so he's going to be providing music. At 6:30, we will have a book reading with James Montague, Raleigh area developer, and just bought a ranch out in Mebane. And he's written a book, and he'll come and read a segment of that. And we will close with a comedian. Her name is April Perry.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Well, you guys have quite the lineup. I'm very excited to get a taste of each of their talents, their businesses, and just what they're going to bring to this event. But I'm going to jump into the why. Our first segment is just kind of going to be all about why Black Business Month matters.
National Black Business Month shines a light on the vital role Black-owned businesses play in our economy and shaping the U.S. as a nation. Yeah. And so it was founded in 2004, and apologies, I'm reading some of this, make sure I get my talking points.
Absolutely.
By two people. One was an engineer, his name was Frederick Jordan, and a journalist, historian named John William Templeton. Okay. And this month, this celebration of Black business was born from the shared mission to recognize the achievements of Black entrepreneurs and close the wealth gap. Mm-hmm. And these efforts were fueled by noticing really stark disparities, high Black unemployment, underrepresentation in Black ownership of business, and I believe that, our economic freedom, their economic freedom, is central to lasting equality in the country. And so today we celebrate this every August, and this will be the second year that WEBB has put on a Taste of WEBB. And it's a national movement uniting government, corporations, nonprofits, and communities to celebrate Black excellence across industries. So we're hoping that our event will be another call for our local Chatham community to support, uplift, and invest in these amazing businesses year-round, to make connections between the community and the entrepreneurs, just to have a more inclusive and equitable future in our county for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. Why, and kind of highlighting what's so important about the month of August, and that being that it's a month that really highlights and I guess propels Black business owners. Thanks for putting on this event, and thank you for your explanation on what's so important about the month of August.
Well, and I'm just going to jump right in. This is like our 4th year of WEBB. We're going into our 5th year,
Wow.
and we have worked, Stephanie, the other co-founder of WEBB, and I have worked with some amazing, incredible entrepreneurs who have visions for themselves and their businesses. And we're often asked by people, well, who are the WEBB entrepreneurs?
Mm-hmm.
Who are these businesses? And so that question inspired us to create the Taste of WEBB.
Mm-hmm.
It's an opportunity to introduce the community
Mm-hmm.
to the heart and soul of our work, to meet these bold, visionary founders who are building something extraordinary in our community that maybe most people might not see, because this economic development is really massive, and you see the big stuff, but you don't necessarily see the independent business owners and stuff as much. And so #WEBB celebrates, because that's who we are. We're celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
And come one and all to the event, and we're going to be launching a new element to the event. We'll have a WEBB entrepreneur catalog that people can pick up and take home with them. And we'll have an open invitation to become a WEBB ambassador.
That's awesome.
Which simply means you take the catalog, you choose a business or two to support throughout the year until our next party next year, when we not only will have a Taste of WEBB, but celebrate WEBB Squared's 5th year anniversary.
Milestones, that's exciting.
And you can connect with the entrepreneurs behind these businesses and help us spread the word through social media or your networks or your family and friends. That this is more than, it is a fundraiser for WEBB, but it's more than a fundraiser. It's an opportunity to build meaningful relationships right here in the heart of our community, and to help empower these businesses to thrive. And we just want to invite the community to be part of this journey that Stephanie and I have been on for the last 4 years. Because when one business rises, we all rise.
Absolutely. And I gotta ask, and I heard, there might be a couple of these entrepreneurs who are providing food. Does that correlate with the taste? Is that where we get the word taste, or is that a little bit of an overview for a couple other things too?
Okay, that's a great question. So yes, a Taste of WEBB incorporates the food that will be there. We've got 2 dessert people. We have Kimberly Tyson, who's the owner of I Am Cookie and Sugar Company, and she makes the best cookies. I mean, I think that she needs a new name because they go beyond cookies. I got 2 dozen of these cookies for Christmas, and I took them to a friend's Festivus party, and I put them in people's stockings. And before I came, I said, I'm bringing the cookies. And then everybody's like, oh yeah, okay, you bring cookies. Everybody got 2 cookies in their stocking. These cookies were so amazing that for like a half hour people were talking about these cookies.
Wow, okay.
And so when I talk to Kimberly, I tell her, your cookies aren't cookies, they're magic.
Wow.
Because it totally transformed this conversation that we were having at this event. When people started eating the cookie, it was chocolate chip cheesecake and red velvet cheesecake cookies.
Oh, forget it.
And they're thick. They're like a biscuit.
Yeah.
And so they're amazing. She'll be there with her cookies. Shonda Tuck, Fancy and Frosted LLC, she is an amazing baker of luxury cakes, and she makes cupcakes. She'll have samplings of her cupcakes there at the event. And I've been working with Shonda for a couple of years. We're really excited that she's moving from like baking from home and taking, doing weddings and taking desserts to the Chatham Rabbit and Siler City. She just bought a food truck. She's going to have a dessert food truck that she can start taking out to festivals and stuff.
Okay.
And she, is an amazing baker.
Yeah.
So she'll have her cupcakes here. So we're really excited about that. Okay. And last but not least, let's shout out Chef Shauna from Tasting Queens Market. She was recently on the WEBB Remedy podcast, and you can hear her story. We'll link her podcast in the show notes. But she does these Caribbean-based catering foods. She makes her own sauces and stuff. And she's got a little shop in Sanford. She's amazing, and she'll be here with samples of her products. Awesome. So yes, taste has a lot to do with the food, but it also has a lot to do with experiencing and have an opportunity to talk with some other fabulous businesses about their work. Some of these, I'm just going to ramble on. Yeah. One of our entrepreneurs we've worked with for a while, My Heart and Soul LLC, Tamika Levy, she designs personalized notebooks and journals for people, kind of almost like coaching session when you meet her. She, says, what do you need? Did you think about this and that? So they're very custom, individualized notebooks to help people, move forward with projects and their life in some cases.
And correct me if I was wrong, was she the person who made the booklet? Okay.
She makes a lot of our booklets for WEBB and our coursework.
Yes, they were fantastic. They were just so neat and just like perfect, like the perfect weight. It wasn't like bulky or anything. It was really nice. So
we have Mila Banks from Love Out Loud. She's a wonderful woman who offers personal mentoring, conflict mediation, helps people tell their stories in group storytelling sessions. She does a lot of other things in the community. She's got a little piece of property she's trying to build a tiny school on. We have Mobile Salt Works. His name's Quentin McAdoo. He's coming. He has a mobile salt mobile. Now, what's a salt mobile? Well, you've heard of salt caves where people can go and have a healing experience. He's taken like salt caves and put it on wheels so he can bring meditation, massage, and this opportunity to sit and smell and breathe in salts, which are really good and healthy for you.
Great.
Vibrance, Your Vibrant Health is coming. She offers energy therapies, biotunings, such things. She'll be there telling people about crystal light therapy and more. We've got Tisha Cox, who's a hair salon hair designer, but has a event decor business, helping people create parties. And speaking of parties, we have a new entrepreneur we're working with who delivers themed celebrations right to your door for children's birthday parties, where she does all of the activities, decor, and party favors. So you don't have to, with a really focus on ecological, so that when people throw parties, they often buy things that they have to throw out, and she brings it all and picks it up, so it doesn't have to be thrown out, it can be reused. Yeah. And that her company is called Shendigs and Shenanigans, and her name is Shen Claus, and we're excited that she's going to be joining us. Nice. And we have a couple other people as well. A commercial resident housekeeper named Alexa Avery. She'll be there. She's fabulous. A little nervous. She's like, I'm not sure how am I going to talk about my business? I said, well, you can do it.
yes, and it's so important that you do provide that like push. I think sometimes it's just helpful to get
And we will also have Jenna Dunning there taking videos and pictures.
That's right. And I'm so excited.
For Falco Enterprises, right?
Falco Studios. Yeah. No, I'm really excited. It should be a great time, and I've met a few, I want to say like a handful of the names you have mentioned, and all their businesses are really fascinating and super unique. Like truthfully, like when I saw the mobile salt cave, I had never seen anything like that. I've heard of it on social media, and a lot of influencers are, talking about how it's so good for your health, your mental health, your physical health. but to see one on wheels was really something. It's a great idea. So yeah.
Yeah, and Quentin put a VR headset on me
Yeah.
and took me to a beach in New Zealand. I was just like, I don't want to come back.
your little vacation while you're not too far away.
Yeah.
Well, that's so wonderful, and like I said, I'm really excited to be a part of it and kind of capture some of the night and just talk to everybody. It sounds like like not only is this a showcase, this is truly almost like a networking event as well. Mm-hmm. It's a little bit of everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I know you have some sponsors for the event.
Yes.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about who's sponsoring?
I sure can.
Fantastic.
Because, we honestly could not do this event without these amazing sponsors helping us out. And so I just want to give a quick shout out to our impact sponsor this year is PNC Foundation. They have helped us with some monies for a grant for creating some courses, the marketing course that you took and others have taken. So we love PNC. We're glad that they're helping us out. Our community partners include 79 West, who are, providing the space. Mm-hmm. And also new this year as a community partner is the Chatham Artists Guild. Mm-hmm. 4 of their members are donating art for us to auction off as part of a silent auction. And we're really excited about that. Then we have our bridge builders. We have Duke Energy, Innovate Chatham, Zen Business, and Omar Landscaping. We couldn't do this without them. And then friends of the celebration include the plant. We had a long-standing relationship with the plant. We launched at the plant.
Really?
So very happy that they're involved.
Awesome.
Mark Hewitt Pottery, can't say enough. His wife Carol's on our board, and she's amazing. And Be Insured Advisors is also a board member, Maxine Burgess, who's the chair of our board, and their business is supporting us as well. And if I've left anybody off, that's my fault, and I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I think I got it.
Yeah, it seems like you did, and I was going to say, well, we can include a list in the description as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it sounds like these sponsors have been such a key, they've played a key role in, propelling Web Squared and y'all's entrepreneurs. Mm-hmm. So it's great that you're able to include them and keep them involved. And I'm just, I'm excited to see, how these businesses develop and continuing these partnerships in the community. Like 79 West is so grateful to have Web Squared be a part of our community. And I know it's made us better. So we appreciate you appreciating us. And we said that appreciation right on back. All right. So now let's talk about who this event is really for. I imagine the entrepreneurs are front and center, but I also get the sense that, again, this is for the whole community.
That's right. So as I mentioned earlier, people say, who are your entrepreneurs? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And so when we talk to our donors and our sponsors and supporters, we always try to say, highlight an entrepreneur every time we talk to them. Say, these are the reason we're here. Mm-hmm. And so this event is for the curious, the folks who know about us, but, have been on the sideline going like, I'm going to check you out, like very shyly. I'm going to check you out. Sure. But it's also for like our supporters, our donors, anyone who cares about economic development here in the county is welcome to join us. People who want to have a fun evening of just tasting some new foods and hearing some music and just getting to know some new people. It's a Friday evening, hoping there won't be too many activities conflicting around the community. Just a great time for people to come and just hang out and get to know some folks and eat some good food. Yeah. But we also hope that the event will spark impact, bring people together to form connections, inspire meaningful conversations, doing business with these entrepreneurs. I have to tell you, personally, many of these businesses over the past few years have become my go-to. If I need help around the house, I can call Alexa. She's right there, hanging out with cats and cleaning. Or if I need some outside work done, I've called Handiwork Service Company. and they've been out there many times helping me do stuff. Shonda has made a birthday cake for my mom, and she made one for
So
me.
sweet.
And
Okay.
amazing cakes. Cookies I told you about
Yes.
already. Kimberly's amazing cookies that really transformed our holiday party. Tamika's helped me out creating journals for like a 30-day challenge I wanted to do. She created me a journal. And so these entrepreneurs to me feel like family.
Yeah.
I can call them and talk to them about many things. I support them whenever I can. This is our introduction back to the community, saying, you know, as we work with them, we become in relationship, and so now we want other people to get to know them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're here, they've got things to offer, and, you know, let's make their businesses successful.
Please, yeah. I think that's great. Well, my last question for you is just, how can you get involved in such a great organization?
If you want to learn more about WEBB, just go to our website, websquared.org. You can come to the event. We'll have information. We have a catalog of our entrepreneurs you can pick up to hopefully spark people to make connections and relationships. You can buy a ticket at the door, but for helping us with our advanced planning, please purchase a ticket online, either at our website or in the show note link below. We'll link it below. And, you know, just contact us, Rinnie at WEBB Squared. That's Rinnie, RINNIE, at WEBB
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me today, Rinnie. Again, check out the show notes in the description. You'll see a bunch of the links that we mentioned today. And again, this event is coming up in August 15th at 5:30. Doors will open. Get your tickets now, or you know what, show up at the door if you decide to come last minute. It's going to be a great time, and we have a very special person putting this on, and we have very special entrepreneurs coming to showcase their talents, their abilities, their passions.
And thank you, Jenna. It's been different being on the other side of the podcast conversation, because I'm usually the one asking the questions and not doing all the talking, but it means so much to share about WEBB and our event, and it's just, we really want this to be a time of connection and celebration. So #WEBB celebrates. We are inviting everyone who's interested to be a part of this journey, and bring your joy, your curiosity, your appetite, because there'll be good food, and just your love for Chatham and this community. And we can't wait to see you there.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jen.
Thanks for listening. We encourage you to follow us at 79 West Hub to learn more about our space, our tenants, and our story.